Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the new Hello Neighbor series, and it is really that bad. Listen, I know the series is good, it's just that I think the logic sucks and everything, the voice acting and everything sucks. And just to let you know, it's my opinion on this thing. Anyways, let's do this exquisite journey.
Killer fish. Killer fish.
Okay, so here's the introduction to the series, even though it's not important. And then it starts with a random kid running from the hallways from some random person, which is totally not the phone. For a second I thought this kid is safe until... Well, he ain't surviving that one. And then it transitions to this crow thing. And then this is how we see the main character for some reason. I loved her!
What if the kids here don't like me?
And then the parent starts yippity-yapping about nonsense, yapping about houses, and talking about some random stuff that wasn't important until this.
I'm so lucky.
And excellent after-school programs. They really keep the kids here out of...
How did that kid even survive? And then runs like it's on title tag game. And then does a PowerPoint presentation, fade in, or whatever it's called, and went to a new school. And then it seems normal until this kid. This is why. And you might be asking, but James, it's just some random nerd. Well, let me show you Exhibit 1, not to be this kid.
Oh. Do you know where the...
Late for treat. Really want to help.
Galaxy, this is my opinion and this is my decision on Hello Neighbor, and you should not be respectful about it. You can have a talk.
Don't even need those.
Embarrassing.
And then we get this entire thing where we get to introduce the characters and what she's doing every day at school. And just to let you know, this character is that diabetic for some reason. I think she's faking it. But anyway, I had to speed this up because it's basically an introduction to all the characters. And I'm basically going to introduce them instead of, you know, the one that I'm showing you on screen. Yeah. Anyway. And then we got Tomboy Girl, which is a tomboy. She's just doing soccer, even though she's a female. Then we got literally the heights of Tegan from Dandy's World. Basically, she's like this exquisite head principal or something, even though she's not. And then we got... There's two! One is an absolute simp, and one is just scared!
Do you believe, Galaxy? You should take a chill pill.
Okay, fine. Anyways. And then emo diabetic girl is yapping with tomboy girl on what the hell is going on until...
Oh, hell no!
Ew! And then Jeff the killer looking smile decided to situations over here where I'll touch you all that stuff. Obviously they lied and you don't want to hear his voice also.
I'm down the hallway.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Bro's voice sounds like a Meat Canyon character. Anyways. And then some random kid, or Nikki, was thinking he's like the smartest one in the group because he knows about this guy and stuff. And yeah, I just think he's a piece of... But whatever. And then Nikki, loving nerd, and there's two. And Tomboy were also talking about how scary is the neighbor. Even though the reason is, why would they even go to him anyways? And then emo diabetic girl decided to have the most low IQ moment and decided to go to the house anyways, even though it's lit. If you actually did that in the real world, it's just literally trespassing. And I'm sorry for being a nerd emoji with this one, but it is true. And yeah, she sees graves and stuff. Oh, shiver me timbers, this guy is scary, blah blah blah. Hey, and I also forgot to mention how the salesperson just got killed over some crow. Oh my god, this is like the most dumbest thing she has ever done. She shouldn't have gone to a different country. But it is a dumb series anyways. And then dumb diabetic girl saw that she was yapping how their neighbor is a killer and all that stuff. But then instead the parents are really that dumb that they don't know and they think their daughter is insane, which is the most like, look at this.
Across the street is a murderer. Or the devil. I'm not entirely sure which.
So, who wants dessert tonight? I may bake a cake.
Bro, she's 11 years old. She ain't falling for that. And then the same child and diabetic emo girl decided to go to the house again. And now I just really feel bad for the hello neighbor himself. Like, he had to get all of those kids. Also, the fact that these kids were accusing you for being evil is just sad, man. Of course, she went, and then she found the same child, which is Nikki, of course. And then they were both arguing on why they are here and blah blah blah. And she thinks she's, wrong and stuff. And then they were trying to terrorize his house for no absolute reason, like it's Fortnite. Bro, look like he's about to give me the Goku stick. And then they escaped, hello neighbor, and then they got all the proof that they needed from the room. And then the hello neighbor is still watching. And then, yeah, this is the end of episode 1. So yeah, this is the end of episode 1, and it's really bad, so I'm gonna do episode 2 now. Sorry that I couldn't speak in this entire episode because of the shaky voice. I don't know what's wrong with the app. But anyway, it shows a sad story of the hello neighbor, which, not gonna lie, I just feel bad for him. Not gonna lie. I don't get it why he deserves to get distracted by the kids, bro. Oh. Yeah, I think that's all. Basically, we get this one part where it's really, you could see how the audio was cut and the voice is so annoying. Here's an example of what I mean.
This is supposed to be a fresh start, but it sounds like the same stuff you were pulling before we came to Ravenbrooks.
I didn't do anything!
It's the same thing. You put it in Ravenbrooks. Man, shut yo. And then she just makes fun of her parents just because. Bro, it's literally your fault. What do you mean you're gonna make fun of them for? You're the one who was with them. You were always seeing the neighbor, bro. Why can't you leave this motherfricker alone, bro? This is so stupid. I hate this episode. Anyways. Then we get her going after the neighbor. She's basically stalking him. Just like Stefan. Anyways. Yeah, just wait, guys, can we just question how did she, like, isn't this place taken in the 90s? Why does she have a phone? Bro, phones are created in 2007. What the hell? It doesn't make sense. The timeline is an error. Tiny Build, stop milking the series. Anyways. Why is he so tough? Anyways. the folks are yapping on how they found the clues of Hello Neighbor. Again, this takes place in the 1990s, and they still got phones for some reason. I think I have a theory. Anyways, nothing special. I mean, the nerd emoji kid just got freaking destroyed, which is a W moment. Yeah, we can just go to the next episode. Who cares about it? Alright guys, this is the end of this video. I'm probably gonna make a part 2 later. But, yeah. I think Stuff One is gonna copyright me with this one!